Yay.
So today's homework, this is last homework.
Yay.
You are going to finish body paragraph 1 and 2. That means adding the topic sentences. And then we are going to do the intro, which means number 1, make the thesis. And then write the introductory sentences for each for your work. In your case, you guys are going to have a very short introduction because you're only introducing one work. If you notice in our example, he only spent like 1 to 2 sentences on each human person in their text. So then the real bulk of the homework is going to be this thesis, which I was hoping to have enough time to help make with you, but we're going to do Genta's, and then we're going to see if I can help the rest of you. And then adding topic sentences. Okay, so we're going to move down. Let's see. No, I cannot. So we are talking about old and new opinions and thoughts of characters. That's his big idea. Now we have to, in our topic sentence, talk about the prompt, right? We have to talk about the author's message, maybe, and the author's choice. So let's interview Genta. Genta, in this first paragraph, what is the author's choice?
Author's choice.
A lot of text, man. So character choices?
Yeah.
Okay. So which characters are we talking about?
Sylvia and Dr. Mansell.
Wonderful. So then the author's choice is the characterization of the Ramenzel parents. So you're going to write little notes to yourself. And the message about it is what?
The new and old thinking of the two parents.
Okay.
And then the different thinking.
You were talking about mindset, right?
Yeah.
In your case, you identify the new as the positive. Okay. And then the prompt is talking about tension between new and old. Okay. So now you got to have a sentence that has roughly those things in it. Now, you don't have to do this 100%. Remember, you having a bad topic sentence is not going to ruin your life on a timed essay. So 2 out of the 3 would be good. Yes? But you do want to try to nail home author's choice because that's what the topic is about. That's what you're talking about, right? Is author's choice. Okay, so let's try some. Who are we talking about here? We start with the author. You say the author talks about, Vonnegut talks about, right? Vonnegut uses you want to say the relationship between them or the mindsets, the differing mindsets?
Yeah.
Different mindsets. Ooh. Okay. Different mindsets of the Ramenzel parents, or Eli and Eli's mom and dad. To show, let's see, you had a conclusion here at some point. Hello, all the way down here. Yes, Kiara?
Never mind.
To show.
I bumped my knee. Never mind, it's fine.
Okay. There is a different mindset to show. You said how the new replaces the old? Okay. Okay, so if I wrote this is not the best sentence, okay? But it has new and old in it, which is this connection here, right? We have mindsets, which is what we're talking about over here. And we have the two characters, the parents, right? I said parts. So, does everybody see how I made that? So you make little notes for yourself, and then you make one sentence that kind of mushes them together. Does it have to answer everything? No, that's what the rest of the paragraph is for. Okay, so then we're going to do number 2. Let's try number 2. Oh, God, Lord Almighty, that's a lot of writing. Get it down here. The place of hierarchy of the Remenzels between the new and the old. Okay, so then this is the one where you're talking about how the Remenzel family starts off high and the hierarchy ends up low. And that is, they are representing the old. Okay, so this is the old losing power. Okay, so then let's talk about this topic sentence. The topic sentence thing is gone. Topic sentence. Okay, so what is the device? The narrative arc, like the progression across the story. Oh, he's just nodding because he's like, sure, mostly anything. Narrative arc. In this case, narrative arc means like the decline over the story. Their family loses power due to the plot points, right? Narrative arc is another word for plot points. Okay, so then the decline, and then what are we talking about? What was the other thing? Author's choices, author's message is the old loses power. And then author's message, or no, prompt. New and old. Tension. Okay. So then you say the place of hierarchy of the Remenzels between the new and the old. Your idea too is actually pretty good. It's close to a topic sentence. Really confident. Okay. So the Menzel family in what kind of hierarchy? Social, power?
Social.
Okay. Social hierarchy. The fall of the Remenzel family in social hierarchy highlights Vonnegut's views on old. What is old about them? It's not merit. It's
their
wealth. Old wealth and privilege. Okay, so this one's like a different flavor, right? We still get Vonnegut in there, but he's not the first part of the sentence. The fall of the Remenzel family in social hierarchy highlights Vonnegut's views on old wealth and privilege. Better than you could have thought of? That's the power of doing it as a class. Okay. No, that's going to be on the video. See, that's how that works.
Oh,
so now that, yeah, I'm okay. So now, because I can, I'm going to take this. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go up and do the thesis next. So then you write your topic sentences, and you go up and write your thesis. So I'm going to place my pieces. This is from the second paragraph. If you can do this, great, but I'm just doing this for the... I'm sorry, what, Shuya?
Do you smash together?
Smash together, yes, in a way, yes, we smash together. Thank you for that.
Sure.
This one. Here's our paragraph 1 and paragraph 2. Okay? Okay, so then our sample, oh, I put that in the wrong place. I'm gonna move it. We're not in the right place. We're gonna copy it. We're gonna put it down here. Where's my thesis? Introduction, okay. Ooh, there's a lot of writing in here. Okay, make it really tiny. Okay, you just need a little tiny note. Okay, so sample thesis. This is like a 7-8 thesis, if I do say so myself. Okay, Vonnegut's tragic family history deeply inspired his preoccupation with the American dream, both gaining and losing it, while his experiences as a German-American World War II veteran, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's a sample for a hard topic. Huh?
A 7-8.
Easy. When I tell you that I am a writer, I am a writer. Okay, so what we have to do is you have to think about your topic, which is written up here. Tension is often created between the new and old. To what effect do writers explore such tension in two literary works? I think that what Gente did well is he came out with the author's message, which is basically like the old dies and is replaced by a better new. Yes? Okay, so this is our... so then you're going to do, for a thesis, roughly 3 parts for a really successful thesis, okay? You need Vonnegut and an action verb. And a word. You're shrugging, but you're distracting me, man. Okay, so then...
Yeah. Who else?
Okay, we have two main parts here, okay? That you need. Vonnegut uses what devices? That's the first part. And then Vonnegut uses those devices to do what? Okay? That's all you really need for a thesis. If you're doing 2 authors, then you just do this with both authors. Use these devices in order to make this message. Okay, so then you're going to want to put old and new because that's your prompt. Yes? These have to mention prompt somewhere in them. Oof, there's an art to this. Here we go. So our topic is tension is often created between new and old. To what effect do writers explore such tension in 2 works? So tension has got to be in it, right? So then...
Explore.
Sure, but we're talking about bare minimum. There is no one way to do this, so I'm going to rush through this because we only have 20 minutes left of this class. So then, okay. We have a temporary thesis. Vonnegut portrays the tension created between new and old by the emotions and actions of characters and their change in the hierarchy of the story. That's not bad. That's pretty close. Genta. Yeah? You wrote one already. So portrays the tension created between new and old. That's checked. That one stays. By the emotions and actions. Are you keeping that? Emotions and actions?
Maybe.
We're going to shorten this.
Okay.
Characterization. That's the device. Characterization is making a character. And their change. You're going to change his social hierarchy. And can we define what kind of change? Decline. The word of the day. So Vonnegut portrays the tension created between new and old by characterization and their decline in the social hierarchy. And then if I were to smarten this up, you would say the why, the purpose, the author's message. In order to, or you can say to comment. So then comment is the action verb I'm talking about. To comment on the value, to comment on wealth and privilege. You don't have to be specific. You can though. But comment is good enough because they're going to read the essay and figure out what the comment is. Does that make sense? So if you have a very general one, that's okay. If you had kept like the emotions and characterization and their change in the social hierarchy, that would have been okay. But I'm just suggesting decline because it's going to be like the big part is decline. So then this is now your thesis. If you wrote your temporary thesis, you are just editing one. If you did not write a temporary thesis, you should probably go back and write a temporary thesis in your outline, and then you can revisit it after your topic sentences, right? So your temporary thesis, so what you need to make a thesis is you need your one temporary thesis. That was the mock-up. Genta has been doing a lot of writing with me and on his own. So then his ability to push out a thesis that makes sense is quite good at this point. Yes, let's clap. Nice job, Genta. Okay. Plus your topic sentences. What you're going to do is then you are going to check your topic sentences against the thesis. So is my thesis covering both topic sentences? If it's not, then you can fix it. When you're on the test, this would just be like a slightly edit your topic sentences or your thesis. This is where like a little bit of the editing goes. Topic sentences and thesis, very important for people grading you, right? Because then even if your middle part doesn't make much sense, they can tie it back to the top and be like, that's what they were trying to say. That's better than nothing. Okay, so then, does anybody have any questions about this before I'm going to take each of you and try to help you get a thesis out before the end of the day. We got 15 minutes, which is a little bit tight. Are you okay? Okay, but stop the recording.